I have a few friends, and truth be known, you do too. I found that out through this process. A couple of days, I, I, I was kind of not, I'm never really a people pleaser, but what people thought of me affected me all my life as a kid. It was the big reason I didn't make it in athletics. Thank God, after what I found out, I would have been a damn good ball player. But I always thought, hey, what are they thinking? When I realized none of them are down on that court. And it carried on. And then I got better about getting away from that in my 20s and really started not really caring what people thought about me in my late 40s. But then that head injury changed everything. It changed my life. It made me like Seinfeld or Kramer on Seinfeld. I just say what I want to say, and I stopped caring what people thought because I realized, look, you die alone, you come here alone, you die alone, you leave alone. And yeah, it's important to me what my daughter and wife thinks of my close friend. Maybe it's just my daughter and wife I'm concerned about. But I got to thinking, I wish my friends would, I want this over with and become a hero. But I got to thinking, why the fuck should I even care? Like all of us, why the fuck should you care? All the people turn their backs on. I got to thinking that. Uh, Talked to a couple of my followers and said, why the fuck do we want this? Because they won't even stick with you and are ashamed of you for what people might think or everything. If we was in a real war in a foxhole, do you think you could trust them with bullets going over your head? No, fuck no, you couldn't. So guys, you can leave. You got my long-term friends who have, I've done a hell of a lot for. Let them hunt, kill huge deer on me. I still love them, but goddamn, if you're running, and I'm telling the truth, if you can't see this stuff is fake by now, something's wrong with you, not me. You got some problems on the inside, buddy. And I'm not talking about just right here. I'm talking about in his heart. It's called willful blindness. And I apologize not for what I've done because I was the only one that cared enough about you, enough about the children, not just me, all of us, not conspiracy theorists, the truthers, to stand up and they're willing to lose everything. And when this goes down, at some point, I am so frustrated it has not. I can't believe I'm sitting here in 2026 and this shit's still going on. And you can be the same way. But at some point, it will end. And our voices are going to be the only one you hear. And we'll accept you. We won't return hate for hate. We'll accept you out of love. It'll be hard, or maybe not once it goes down, once we go into 5D. But the people who are still thinking this is real, how long did the Trump characters tell you about the news? How many thousands of times? And you're still looking at this stuff thinking it's real. There's people over in them countries making videos laughing at us showing there ain't nothing going on. I'm glad I'm not in your shoes because I would be so embarrassed. I'd be hanging my head and you should, and I'm embarrassed for you. I'm not angry anymore. I am totally embarrassed for America. That's a fact. Being led around by the nose ring, by these illusions on TV, Tele Live Vision. But I've got very few friends that I bought vehicles for, that I give tens of thousands of dollars of work for, that I've been over backwards for. And they've done good for me. And the thing I will tell you, deep down, all of them love me. They're just embarrassed to see me. If I had a flat tire, if I needed a little cash, pretty much all of them still do that. But that's not about it. I've got two I can think of. I've got a bunch of y'all, but I've got two that was raised with me that stuck with me that I can think of. Maybe one other. So. I've got a lot of y'all. And even though here a lot of y'all fell off of me, it's just because you're tired. It's nothing against me. But yeah, I thank you for staying. But I've found a new family, and y'all have too. And there's a lot more friends, and sticking with me and everything. But we got very few friends, and we found that out, guys. But you people, you I cannot tell people, even that's been to the so-called capital, it's not a capital anymore. Hadn't been in 6 years. And all you got to do is go to Nancy Drew videos, for God's sakes. But some of my friends have been there. Oh, it's fine. There ain't nothing there, but oh, it's still, yeah. Well, where are they at? You know where I'm talking about. I am disgusted at the willful blindness. And did you know what? You think it just affects you. You stay in your own world. The truth's no longer hidden, guys. You're hiding from the truth. Your willful blindness, your selfishness, your ego, your pride has killed millions of your brothers and sisters. Well, how did I do that? Because you held back the abundance that the Creator wanted to give us. Health, wealth, everything else. Because you was afraid of the truth. You was afraid of the truth. You wanted the constant reassurance of truth. We still got people. It's clearly the tapes from Epstein. Everything else. It's clear it's true. Yeah, you can't pop on the taillight live vision, but you can sure as hell hit a few buttons, and within a few minutes, if you know where to look, you can look at it. But you look away, and you still fill that Super Bowl up. You fill those churches up, looking for your imaginary friend to come out and save you. You want to look there, and you don't want to look inside and see the ugliness inside you, and see you've got to clean yourself up. That's right. You have got to clean yourself up. You've got to get off your ass, out of those church pews, off those sports stadium pews, and help. The main goal is the children. But you got to help your brothers and sisters. Nothing is there. That's Groundhog's Day. The movie Groundhog's Day, that's predictive programming. With Bill Murray. Watch it if you hadn't. Watch it again. And they show you how to get out of this loop. What he did at the end. He reversed everything he's doing. The classic definition for insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, and think things will be different. Going to these sports games, that ain't going to change anything. It's going to change your finance. Going to all these religions, it's a loop. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to come out of the sky. Your preacher sure as hell ain't going to do nothing because you're making him rich for the most part. 20% of them just don't know what they're doing. They're like my friend. He works his ass off. He's good on money. He just will not open his mind. I don't think he can anymore. Anyway, this was a 1-minute video, but I had to get this out. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Nothing will change until you do. You got to clean yourself up. It's really too late. I'm hoping we don't have years more. Guys, I'm doing numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. 20% of my numbers say it ends soon. 40%, it'll be a while. The other 40%, you don't know when the date is. You don't want me to tell you when the date is. So, anyway, ultimately, we can't do nothing about it. The power's in one person's hand, and one person's on there. Not, well, let's say it person. Later.